Everyone looks smart when the room is warm. But the moment it gets cold, you find out who's actually living what they preach. Knowledge sounds good, but wisdom actually shows up. You see, knowledge is easy to collect. Podcasts, books, reels, they all feed the mind. But wisdom's earned in obedience. It's forged when what you know finally meets what you do. And here's the trap. Most of us stop at, I understand it. We nod our heads, maybe quote the verse, and call that growth. But actually understanding something intellectually, it's not the same as living it when life tests you. Wisdom begins where information ends. It's at the collision between knowing it and walking it out. Knowing is safe, and doing is dangerous. And that's exactly why few ever make it past the knowing part. You see, wisdom lives in the collision between both. And that's where I'm headed. Come on. Knowledge teaches the drill. Wisdom runs the rep. Every time I step in here, I'm not chasing toughness. I'm chasing understanding. Because you don't grow by knowing what to do. You grow by doing what you know. And honestly, since we hit this side of 100, it's been a bigger mental battle than ever before. Let's get to work. In James chapter 3, verse 17, it says, "But the wisdom from above is pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits." For the longest time, I thought wisdom was just knowledge with some good manners. Something you pick up after a few decades and some gray hairs. And I've been picking up a few of those on my own. But the further that I've gone into this challenge, the missteps, the dragged feet, and the days I straight up didn't want to even do this, the more I've come to the realization that wisdom isn't polished with just age. It's purified by pressure. These ice baths, they don't teach me new facts. It is effective only in stripping away the noise, until the only thing that's left is obedience to my calling. Obedience when it's uncomfortable. When I don't want to wake up, when I'm just plain tired of being tested. That's where and when wisdom is gained. In those small, invisible moments when nobody's watching and you still choose to do what is right. I've talked about it in the past, that if the only thing that comes from this challenge is personal growth, then it's all been worth it. There have been plenty of times when I looked back and wondered if even the personal growth was actually happening. And in that wondering, you come across situations, and instead of reacting the normal way, there's a pause, a reflection, a prayer. And the response to the situation is something completely different, but not forced. You see, I've been told by a few people that I can be a pretty intelligent dude. And intelligence can tell you how to do things, like love your wife, raise your kids, pay your bills. But real wisdom steps in when you're exhausted, when words come out wrong, and when pride kicks in. It reminds you to step back and see the bigger picture and choose the better course of action. You see, knowledge can quote scripture. Wisdom embodies it. And unfortunately, what I'm learning is there's no shortcut for that entire process. So all of this to say, here's the challenge for you this week. Don't just read for understanding. Live for refinement. Find one area you've been content with just knowing better and start doing better. Let your actions become your education, because that's where wisdom lives. And with that, though, day 288 down. Remember, be kind, be great, dial it in, and most importantly, keep on sending it. Listen, did you know that King Solomon, the man considered the wisest to have ever lived, he wrote 3,000 proverbs and more than 1,000 songs. But near the end of the life, even with all that knowledge, he admitted that wisdom without obedience still leads to emptiness. You see, he had all the answers. He just stopped applying them. It makes you wonder. Either way, it's cold, and I got some adult stuff to go do. So until tomorrow, it's clenched butt cheeks time.